The airport was filled with quiet movement and soft sounds as people waited for their flights. Some stared at screens while others whispered into phones. The air smelled of coffee and polished floors. Travelers dragged small bags across the ground. It was an ordinary day that felt slow and calm. No one expected anything unusual to happen. A single dad named Adam sat near a large glass wall inside the lounge. He wore plain clothes and kept his backpack close to his feet. His face looked peaceful, but his eyes stayed alert. Adam was deaf and had learned to observe carefully. He noticed changes in movement and mood better than most people. Silence had taught him to read the world. Adam was traveling alone today and thinking about his son back home. Life had not been easy since his wife passed away. He worked hard to give his child a stable future. Traveling for work was tiring but necessary. Adam believed quiet strength mattered more than loud words. He sat straight and waited patiently. Across the room sat Laura, a powerful CEO of a global company. She looked confident in her clean jacket and calm posture. People nearby recognized her, but she ignored the attention. She valued focus and control more than praise. This trip was important and her mind was full of plans. Still she felt restless. Laura glanced around the lounge while checking her phone. She liked to stay aware of her surroundings. Her eyes stopped on Adam for a moment. He was not using a phone or talking. He simply watched the room. Something about his calm focus caught her attention. She gave a small respectful nod, and he returned it. Time passed slowly as announcements echoed through speakers. Some flights were delayed and people grew impatient. Laura stood and walked toward the coffee counter. As she moved, she felt a strange sense of tension. Her instincts told her to slow down. She looked around carefully. Near the exit door stood a man who did not fit the scene. He was not waiting or sitting. His body looked stiff and his eyes moved too much. One of his hands stayed hidden inside his jacket. Laura felt a chill move through her chest. Something was not right. Laura stopped walking and pretended to read her phone. She watched the man from the corner of her eye. He looked at the crowd, then toward security, then away again. His breathing looked uneven. Laura felt fear rise, but she forced herself to stay calm. Panic would only make things worse. She looked toward security, but they were busy helping another traveler. No one else seemed to notice the man. People laughed softly and scrolled through phones. Laura realized she could not handle this alone. She needed help from someone who could stay calm. Laura remembered Adam and turned back slowly. She walked toward him like she was returning to her seat. When she reached him, she sat beside him without speaking. Adam noticed the tension in her shoulders. He looked at her with calm curiosity. Laura raised her hands carefully and signed with simple movements. "Help me." Adam's eyes widened slightly. She continued, "He has a weapon." Adam did not panic. His face stayed neutral. Inside his mind, he began to plan. He nodded once so lightly that no one could notice. Laura felt a small wave of relief. She was glad she remembered enough sign language to explain the danger. Adam followed her gaze using the reflection in the glass. He saw the man near the exit. Adam noticed details others ignored. The way the man stood. The way his weight shifted. The tension in his shoulders. Adam had seen signs like this before. Adam signed slowly and clearly. "Stay calm, do not look." Laura nodded gently and stared back at her phone. Her heart beat fast, but she followed his instruction. Adam shifted slightly in his seat and pulled his backpack closer. His movements looked normal to anyone watching. Adam signed again. "How many?" Laura answered quietly with her hands. "1." Adam took a deep breath. He knew time mattered. He watched the reflection again. The man had moved closer to a group of travelers. Adam's jaw tightened slightly. He signed with steady hands. "When I stand, walk away." Laura nodded once more. Her hands trembled, but she kept control. She trusted Adam even though she barely knew him. Something about his calm made her feel safe. Adam stood slowly and stretched like a tired traveler. His movement briefly caught the man's attention. Adam walked toward the security desk with relaxed steps. He did not rush. Laura waited a few seconds, then stood and walked in the opposite direction. The man looked confused. His focus shifted. He turned his head as if trying to decide what to do. Adam reached the security desk and tapped the counter firmly. A guard looked up and saw the seriousness in Adam's face. Adam signed quickly with strong, clear motions. The guard understood enough to sense danger. His eyes widened and he nodded. Without causing panic, the guard signaled to others. Quiet communication moved through the security team. Guards slowly spread through the area. Travelers were guided away calmly. Some were asked to follow new instructions. No one shouted. No alarms sounded. The man near the exit noticed movement around him. Security approached from different sides. The man froze. Guards asked him to raise his hands. He hesitated, then obeyed. A small weapon was found hidden inside his jacket. He was taken away without resistance. Laura watched from a distance with shaking hands. Her knees felt weak and she sat down slowly. She realized how close danger had been. Her chest tightened as the fear finally reached her. Tears filled her eyes, but she blinked them away. Adam walked toward her after speaking with security. His posture stayed calm and steady. He signed gently. "It is over." Laura looked at him in disbelief and respect. She had led companies and faced pressure, but never something like this. She signed back slowly. "Thank you." Adam smiled softly. He did not seek praise. He believed helping others was simply the right thing to do. For him, this moment was not about heroism. It was about responsibility. What Laura did not know was that Adam had a past filled with training and sacrifice. What Adam did not know was that Laura's gratitude would soon change his life. This moment was only the beginning of a story neither of them expected. The airport slowly returned to its normal rhythm after the incident passed. Travelers resumed their seats and quiet voices filled the space again. Many never knew how close danger had been moments earlier. Laura remained seated with her hands folded tightly. Her breath took time to settle as reality caught up with her emotions. Adam stood nearby speaking with security through signs and written notes. He answered their questions with calm patience. The guards looked at him with deep respect. They thanked him for acting quickly and wisely. Adam nodded politely without seeking attention. He simply wanted to leave peacefully. Laura watched Adam from a distance while security finished their work. She felt something shift inside her. Power and money had never protected her from fear like calm awareness just had. She realized Adam had trusted her without hesitation. That trust stayed with her deeply. After security cleared the area, Laura approached Adam slowly. She held her phone and typed a message to communicate clearly. Her hands still trembled slightly. She showed him the screen and smiled softly. Adam read it carefully and looked up. The message said she was grateful beyond words. She explained she was the CEO of a large company, but today titles meant nothing. She said his calm saved many lives, including hers. Adam responded by typing slowly. He said anyone would have done the same. Laura knew that was not true. Many people freeze when fear arrives. Adam had not frozen at all. She asked him if he was trained in safety work before. Adam paused before replying. His eyes reflected memories he rarely shared. Adam typed that he once worked in a government safety unit years ago. An accident took his hearing and ended that career. He never spoke of it because the past felt heavy. Becoming a single father changed his priorities. Protecting his child became his mission. Laura read every word with care. She felt admiration grow quietly. She asked what kind of work he did now. Adam explained he worked as a systems technician fixing communication networks. The work paid modestly but allowed him time with his son. He valued balance more than money. Laura felt a strong urge to help him but did not want to insult his dignity. She knew pride mattered. She asked if he would accept a meeting later. Not as charity but as opportunity. Adam looked thoughtful before agreeing politely. They exchanged contact details through phones. Their flight announcements echoed through the lounge. Both were boarding different planes. Laura felt disappointed they could not talk longer. Adam reassured her with a calm smile. As Adam walked toward his gate, he felt strange emotions. He had not expected his past to return today. Helping Laura felt natural yet meaningful. He wondered if this meeting truly mattered, or was just another moment passing by. Still, something told him change was coming. On her flight, Laura could not stop thinking about Adam. She replayed the moment again and again. She thought about leadership and responsibility. True leaders protect others even when no one is watching. Adam showed that without needing authority. Laura opened her laptop mid-flight and reviewed company projects. One program stood out, involving accessibility technology. It lacked direction and leadership. She remembered Adam's work with communication systems. A thought formed clearly in her mind. Meanwhile, Adam arrived home late that night. His young son ran to hug him tightly. Adam knelt and held him close. He felt grateful to be safe. He made dinner and listened to his son talk excitedly. Life felt simple and complete. Later, Adam sat alone after his son slept. He checked his phone and saw a message from Laura. She thanked him again and asked for a meeting at her office. She promised transparency and respect. Adam considered carefully before replying yes. Days later, Adam arrived at Laura's office building. It was large and impressive, but not intimidating. He wore clean, simple clothes and carried his backpack. Staff greeted him politely and guided him inside. Laura waited personally at the entrance. Their meeting was calm and honest. Laura explained her vision for accessible technology. She said the world needed leaders who understood real barriers. She offered Adam a role as advisor and project lead. Not charity but partnership. Adam listened carefully through written notes and sign interpretation. He asked questions about flexibility and family time. Laura assured him balance would be respected. She valued his experience, not just his skills. Adam felt trust growing slowly. Adam accepted the offer with quiet confidence. He felt nervous but hopeful. This opportunity could change his life and his son's future. He thanked Laura sincerely. Laura smiled, knowing this was the right decision. As Adam left the building, he felt sunlight warm his face. The world felt open in a way it had not for years. He did not know challenges still waited ahead. But he knew one thing clearly. Courage had brought him here. What neither of them realized was that the man from the airport was only the beginning. Bigger tests would soon arrive. And when they did, Adam and Laura would stand together. The next chapter would demand even greater strength. Adam's first week at the company felt unreal yet grounding. He arrived early each day and learned the rhythm of the place. People treated him with respect without pity. His ideas were heard and written down carefully. For the first time since losing his hearing, he felt professionally complete. The work gave him purpose again. Laura watched Adam lead meetings through clear notes and sign interpretation. She noticed how focused he was on solutions, not praise. Employees listened closely because his ideas made sense. His calm presence brought order to complex discussions. Laura realized leadership came in many forms. Adam showed it quietly. The accessibility project moved faster than expected. Adam designed systems that helped people communicate without barriers. He focused on real daily struggles rather than fancy design. Users tested early versions and gave positive feedback. The project began to gain attention across the company. Laura felt proud of the decision she made. One evening, Adam stayed late finishing notes. Laura walked past his office and stopped. She saw photos of his son on the desk. She understood why Adam valued balance so deeply. Success meant nothing without family. That truth stayed with her. Meanwhile, news spread about the airport incident. Security footage was reviewed quietly. Authorities confirmed Adam's actions prevented harm. Laura was asked about it during an interview. She spoke carefully and credited Adam's awareness. She said heroes do not always wear uniforms. Adam did not enjoy attention but understood the message mattered. He wanted the world to respect silent strength. He agreed to speak at a small event on safety and inclusion. Laura supported him but let him decide the words. Adam prepared thoughtfully. At the event, Adam stood before the audience calmly. His message was displayed clearly on a screen. He spoke about listening beyond sound. He spoke about awareness and responsibility. People listened deeply. Many felt moved without knowing why. After the event, parents approached Adam with gratitude. Some had children with hearing challenges. They thanked him for showing hope. Adam smiled warmly and answered their questions. He felt connected to a larger purpose. His past pain now served others. One night, Adam returned home late and found his son awake waiting. His son hugged him tightly. Adam explained his work helped people feel safe. His son looked proud and happy. That moment mattered more than any achievement. Laura faced challenges of her own during this time. The company board questioned her decisions. Some wanted faster profit and fewer changes. Laura stood firm and defended the project. She believed integrity mattered more than numbers. Adam's example strengthened her resolve. Months passed and the accessibility system launched successfully. Reviews were positive and meaningful. People felt seen and supported. The company gained trust and respect. Laura credited the team openly. Adam remained humble. One afternoon, Laura called Adam into her office. She thanked him sincerely for changing the culture of the company. She offered him a permanent leadership role. Adam accepted with gratitude but requested flexible hours. Laura agreed without hesitation. Adam's life settled into balance and fulfillment. He worked with passion and returned home with energy. His son grew confident watching his father lead quietly. The future felt hopeful. The past no longer defined him. On the anniversary of the airport incident, Adam and Laura met for coffee. They reflected on how one moment changed everything. Laura admitted fear taught her humility. Adam said trust created opportunity. Both smiled knowing growth never comes alone. As they parted ways, Adam felt peace. He knew his journey was not about noise or fame. It was about presence and care. A single choice had shaped many lives. That truth stayed with him. The world continued to move quickly around them. But some stories moved quietly and deeply. Adam's story was one of them. It reminded people that courage does not always shout. Sometimes it simply acts. Life moved into a steady rhythm for Adam after the project's success. Each morning he prepared breakfast for his son before work. They talked about school dreams and small worries. Adam listened carefully and gave gentle advice. These moments grounded him more than any meeting. He felt present in a way he never had before. At the company, Adam continued shaping inclusive systems. He trained teams to think with empathy first. Many employees changed how they viewed communication. Barriers slowly turned into bridges. The workplace felt more human. Laura noticed morale improving across departments. Laura herself was changing through this journey. She began spending more time listening than directing. She asked questions instead of giving orders. Her leadership style softened but grew stronger. People trusted her more openly. She knew Adam influenced this shift. One afternoon, the company hosted a family open day. Employees brought children and loved ones. Adam brought his son, who looked around with wide eyes. Laura greeted him warmly and showed him the offices. Adam's son felt proud seeing his father respected. That pride filled Adam with quiet joy. During the event, Adam's son asked Laura why she trusted his father. Laura knelt and answered honestly. She said trust grows when people act with care. She said Adam helped others without asking for reward. The child smiled and held his father's hand. Adam felt deeply moved. Later that evening, Adam reflected on his long journey. Loss had once defined his days. Silence felt heavy in the beginning. Over time, he learned silence could also be strength. Helping others helped him heal. Purpose returned naturally. News outlets continued to share stories of inclusive leadership. Adam's name appeared quietly without spotlight. He accepted recognition when it helped awareness. He refused praise that felt hollow. His values remained clear. Laura respected that deeply. Challenges still appeared within the company. Some investors questioned long-term goals. Laura defended the vision with calm confidence. Adam supported her with data and experience. Together they balanced heart and logic. Their partnership grew stronger. At home, Adam noticed his son becoming more confident. He used sign language proudly with friends. Teachers praised his kindness and awareness. Adam felt hope for the next generation. He believed understanding could be taught early. That belief mattered. One weekend, Adam volunteered at a community center. He helped families learn communication tools. Parents felt supported and less alone. Adam shared his story openly. His honesty inspired others. The room felt full of understanding. Laura visited the center quietly one afternoon. She watched Adam interact with families. She saw leadership beyond any office. That moment confirmed her belief in him. She realized impact is measured by lives touched, not by profit alone. Years later, the company became known for ethical innovation. Its culture inspired others to change. Laura credited her team publicly. Adam remained humble and focused. Success felt shared, not owned. On a quiet evening, Adam sat with his son watching the sky change colors. They talked about courage and kindness. Adam explained bravery means caring even when afraid. His son listened closely. The lesson stayed with him. Laura wrote a personal note to Adam thanking him again. She said the airport day taught her what truly matters. Adam replied with gratitude and respect. Their bond remained strong, built on trust and shared values. As time passed, Adam felt peace settle fully. His life was not loud or perfect, but it was meaningful and balanced. Every choice mattered. Every moment counted. The story of Adam was never meant to shock or impress. It was meant to remind. Courage can be quiet. Leadership can listen. And one calm decision can change many lives.